There was a strange, sort of indescribable happening surrounding me. Very slippery rocks. Mostly I could detect this from the fact that my body felt like it was collapsing, disintegrating, and exploding, and evaporating all at the same exact time. At this point, I began to experience natural hallucinations, and my only guide was my friendly courtship with nature. Desolate swamp of some sort. Derange here. And this time, but I'm not so sure about things. You see, I'm kind of lost in this swamp. And I've had a horrible case of indigestion and sweats, and the breathing's getting a bit more difficult by the mile. But not to worry, folks. Continue along the way, and it could be beasts that jump out of here at any moment. You have to keep your eyes peeled. Anyways, as I was saying, this may be the last hurrah for Derange. Could be the snake bite. Could be this sort of jungle fever that I've picked up a bit of in the chest. And these ferocious devil flies everywhere. It could be the ancient ruins that I came across, pyramids in the woods, hidden. Of course, anyone who comes across it and sees it supposedly has a curse that's put upon them, but I don't think that would happen to me. There it is. You can see it through the woods. Anyways, luckily so far I haven't stumbled across any vulgar species, but I'm sure they're keeping a close eye on me. I'm probably the center of their little game. This is hunting them. Anyways, keep on the lookout behind me if you see anything. You probably won't be able to let me know in time, but still. This thing's dragging on quite a while, this swamp here. And of course, my nemesis. Cannibals. Walking through this swamp is perhaps good for my breathing. Keeps me moving, even though the air is quite heavy. Heading towards a bog here. Dangerous sort of thing. Oh, sinking in with each footstep now into this water. Cages. Cages. Perhaps someone escaped. I'm not sure, folks, if I can really travel the distance this time. I might have to take a rest, perhaps even in the middle of this river, or swamp, or stream. Oh, goodness, there's flying pterodactyls all around me, and dragons. This type of expedition. It's getting a little bit warmer. This type of expedition, folks, is not to be undertaken by amateurs. This is the real stuff scientists dream about. Encountering the realities of nature and perhaps, if at all costs, suffering the major consequences of such. If you're going to have a name like Derange, then you better act like it to the bitter end, I'll tell you that much. No going down without a fight for me. Unless, of course, I find a nice piece of moss to sit down on for a little bit and just rest. I just like to rest for a moment. Well, there's another river to cross, of course. Yeah. Yes. Perhaps this will be my last message. Don't say that I didn't warn you about this mystical, ancient temple, ruin, pyramid. I tried to inform you with every ounce of my scientific brain. I'm losing all sort of faculties at this point. I believe I have defecated myself multiple ways. Each step feels like, I don't know, a volcano exploding inside of my body. I've got this trusty stick, though, to guide my way. Oh, jeez. Oh, there we go. Down again. Oh. Come on, Derange. I think I remember something now. One of the elders told me before I entered the jungle. There's a particular route that can possibly... Yes, Derange, come on with everything you've got now. We've got to keep moving. We have to find the ancient, magical, mystical flower root. Come on, George. That's when you need it. That's when you need it. As the legend was foretold to me, that this plant that I'm looking for, once it is eaten, it is meant to sort of kickstart your body into rebirth, as if to say you're going to experience extreme pain to the point of death, and then you'll have to have a reoccurrence, which I don't understand exactly what that means, what he meant by that, but I assume it's not going to be pleasurable. But anything is better than the condition I'm in right now, I believe. So if I come across this plant, hopefully it will save my life. There it is. Yes. Thank the heavens. Yes. Yes. A few of these will do. Thank the science heavens. These will do. That's what I meant by that. I was able to gather some of this magical, mystical flower, root, herb plant. And now I plan on turning it into some sort of concoction of a tea of sorts, and then ingesting it. And that's what worries me. I mean, I am up against it at this point. I'm dying. But from what the old man told me, this is not going to be a fun experience in nature. It will be completely inside of the mind as a psycho-hallucinogen. Experience of death and rebirth. He said I could possibly compare it to taking 150 hits of LSD or 50 hits of DMT, which I'm not completely familiar with, ayahuasca and this sort of thing. I haven't experienced that one yet, but this will be stronger than that, so I imagine after this that will be nothing for me to do. But each time I have experienced with mushrooms or LSD, acid, I've come out a changed man, and I'm going to break this up and turn it into a little tea in my little pot here. Get as many of them in there as you can. Come on, Derange. Yes, get the root. Make sure the root is in there. Okay. Just jam it, like, sort of like that. Wrap it up like an herb. Just like Grandma used to do in one of her stews. Oh, there we are. Let me get that out of there. I am calling on all of my skills and everything that I've learned over the years to try and survive what's happening to me. Yeah. Perhaps it's a curse, perhaps a virus, perhaps it's a snake bite. I'm a little bit concerned about taking this tea, though. It's going to be one hell of an adventure. I'm going to try and film as much of it as I can for science purposes. Things are getting quite difficult for me right now. I have to call upon my great-grandmother's Scottish heritage to have a little bit of willpower here. Damn it again. Damn it. Doesn't want to go on. Let's do it. Get the tea going. Get the tea going. Don't try and make any moves, Doc. Do. Get the tea going. I began to cook up the concoction in my little stove here. The concoction of tea starting to steam, as you can see. Let's see if this works, folks. I'm going to record the after effects. As I said, for science. For science, yes. It's giving off a horrible stench, I can tell you that much. See, it's just about ready here. Just about ready. Cool. It smells awful. Oh, God. Come Come on, Derange. Drink it. Oh, God. As I wandered along, I was filled up with a strange sense of melancholy and sadness for the plant that had lost its life for me to survive. Yes, I had transcended into a new plane of existence in nature, and this magical, mystical flower, root, herb plant had given me another chance in this world. I surely would not forget this plant. So I decided as soon as I got out of here, I would name this plant Derange Mint. Yes, it deserved this status. Such a wonderful, wonderful thing this nature is. Hoi, 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 hoi.
Huh?